Hope you had a fantastic 4th of July weekend. I know we did. I think everybody in here did. I know that there was calls that potentially 4th of July was not to be celebrated this particular year. It was celebrated.
Oh, yeah.
It was celebrated everywhere, as it should have been, by the way. Anytime we can find a time to come together and celebrate something, I hope we will continue to do such a thing. I had a blast. I hope you did as well. A little bit of a medical update on me. Last time some of you might have seen me, I was at the UFC fight, okay?
That's right.
Alongside Mr. H, Steph, Vince McMahon.
What?
Nick Khan also in the building. To my direct left. 2 doors down, Chris Pratt, star of Jurassic World Dominion, who I've said very positive things about.
Always.
4 doors down, Miles Teller, who obviously never met, but we know each other. The other way, Rooster, save the world. A couple doors down this way, Shaquille O'Neal. Steve will do it, and the Happy Dad boys are in here. The Note boys are in here. It was a Max Crosby was there. I mean, it was a Michael Chandler, Joey Burrow. I met Joey Burrow there. Said hello to Mr. Rogan for the first time.
Nice.
Daniel Cormier, Mr. Alba. I mean, it was a...
Sean White.
I seen him, made eye contact with him. Tomato, what's going on?
American hero.
It was great. It was a fucking fun time, but everybody seen my neck brace. That was out of precaution because a scumbag had attacked me immediately following Money in the Bank going off the air on Peacock. Michael Cole and I were just sitting there having our usual nightly wrap up, like, hey, that was a fucking good night. Feels like a good night. And before we could even get our headsets off and get out of there, as the entire world was celebrating, some scumbag by the name of bum-ass Corbin literally attacked me from behind the barricade like a horror film. You watch it, drags me over, hits a Fox exec right behind us.
That's too bad.
And a consultant right next to him.
Okay.
I actually kicked them both in the whole process of that.
Sorry about it.
Sorry about it. Sorry about it. I didn't do anything.
Not you.
Drags me over there. I have no idea what I'm doing. Just finished the evening. Liv cashed in our Money in the Bank. Dream come true. One of the biggest nights of all time. Bobby Lashley, new United States champion. The Usos and Street Profits had maybe one of the best matches I've ever seen live. And then Theory wins the Money in the Bank with a Nigerian giant ending up going through a commentary table and so many other hijinks and shit. It was a great night. Interesting evening. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'm kind of swooped up by a scumbag. I'm out there, I'm losing my balance. I'm getting wailed on punches. Throws me in over the barricade. Hit my head off the side of the commentaries table that was blown up by Omos. Got cuts on my head from that thing because there's some metal where the obviously where the bolts go. But
staples?
Literally still bruised on my head right now.
Oh yeah, both sides.
Both sides. Almost. So then I'm like kind of staggering in there. This big son of a bitch who's a bum ass, former Golden Gloves boxer, obviously incredibly tough, former teammate of mine, roommate of mine, a man who has completely become a terrible human, has me by the hand with my Rolex.
Come on.
Under my jacket, pulls me in, boom. I'm upside down all of a sudden. Holy fuck. Right into the ground. All right? Thought I had a T1, T2.
It's close.
Okay,
I was worried about your larynx.
But my larynx potentially in trouble as well.
Need you to be able to talk.
I'm 240 pounds, okay? When your body's upside down and then flipped around right onto your face, there's going to be some bad outcomes. So there was a little precautionary there because I could not move my neck afterwards because it was an incredible pain. Any budge hurt like hell. Turns out no fractures in there, but I did have a severe case of whiplash, so I will still be rather stiff. Of
course.
With that being said, happy Corbin, bum-ass Corbin has officially accepted my SummerSlam challenge,
Yes,
so it is on.
Yeah. Now we go.
Once this neck heals up 100%, I'm gonna be fucking going.
That's right.
I'm gonna beat that guy's ass in Nashville, Tennessee, Saturday, July 30th. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be grand. And this foot right here is gonna end up the ass of bum-ass Corbin.
Goddamn right.
But it was a fun weekend. I hope everybody else had a blast. That main event for the UFC, kind of boring, but
a little bit.
Izzy got a win, which is all that matters. We were there just to watch the fight, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of went over there, had a good time. I was the company I was with was hysterical, obviously. Very funny. Rode over to the fight with them, left with them, watched with them. It was kind of cool watching, you know, them like just act like humans there for a
Just be in public.
Just be a fan, have a good time. We're kind of watching it. And he comes out to The Undertaker.
Yeah, interesting.
Izzy Stylebender comes out to The Undertaker's theme. No remix of The Undertaker theme. Actually comes out with The Undertaker's entrance, okay?
Same one.
So I'm sitting there, and the obvious question is like, Did you guys know this was coming? Do we just so happen to be here when one of these things happened? I don't think they knew that was coming. I'm not saying that they were upset about it, though. I think they loved that it was happening. At one point, I actually looked at Vince. I was like, hey, you should think about fucking doing this. Seems like a pretty cool thing. Got a big pop out of him. I guess Style Bender is a big WWE fan. We were honored to be over there. Got a chance to sit directly behind his corner. I mean, I sent a picture into the group there where it is a shot of him during one of the
in between the rounds.
It's not an intermission, I guess.
It's like a break.
Right?
Time out.
Whatever. Yeah. He had his arms up on the thing. He's right in front of me. I take a picture, and it's just like going up into the sky, and he wouldn't sit down right in between the rounds. And the first round, that guy didn't sit down. Cannonier didn't sit down. I think second round, he didn't sit down. Third round, the guy sat down. The only thing I really said to Izzy the entire time was, hey, the other son of a bitch is sitting down.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know, Bob. You're not sitting down. That other guy's sitting down. These seats were incredible. They were impeccable.
Yeah.
Shout out to the UFC. And yeah, that's from my camera right there.
Unreal.
I was drinking a Johnny Walker Blue.
What?
For those that are
classy.
wondering. Yeah, it's a scotch. No big deal.
Sure.
Chilled. Went down real smooth. It was tough to chug that thing though because the
T1.
instead then potential broken neck. Kind of an interesting situation arise right there before a shot. Cameraman has I think just Vince and Stephanie in shot. Then moves to the other side, has Triple H, Stephanie, and Vince in shot. So I'm like, I'm going to stand up then and get the fuck out of the way. So this is not because kind of we're on top of each other.
Oh, yeah. Very
It's a little,
close.
Pack 'em in.
little bit packed in, especially with my ass. And it might look like I'm flexing there. I'm not. I was just kind of in the middle of a forearm spasm that just popped
That
out of
happens
nowhere.
when that happens to your neck.
Yeah, I had no control. And it might look as if Triple H is pushing out my tricep a little bit.
Really?
It might look like that. And I'm not saying that was by accident or on purpose, but he's not. He's not doing that.
Well, his biceps are so big, naturally, you can't help it.
Boom. But I
Move
wasn't
things
supposed to be
around.
in that shot until like right before the shot happened. Somebody goes into the camera person's ear and it's like, hey, neck brace guy also supposed to be in shot or whatever. So then I kind of get a point, like, do I want to get back in? And I'm like, I guess, yes. And I'll sit back down. So boom. And then as soon as I sit down, if you watch the shot, as soon as I sit down, we're on camera and I see myself on 100 TVs. Oh, shit, here we are. Hey, we're at the fight. No, not a bad pop out of the crowd for us. Hey, not a good pop either. I thought there'd be a little bit more, because First Family of Wrestling's
Yes,
in there.
exactly.
But I think everybody at that point was already pretty tuned up when we walked in there for the main event.
Oh, yeah.
You Ohio folks are definitely different. Speaking of Ohio folks, I met Joey Burrow this weekend at the UFC fight.
How was it? I assume he's awesome.
Bro, okay, so
I saw what he was wearing.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about your neck, man. I'm sorry I didn't start off with that. Sorry to see
Don't worry, you got your
injury.
car stolen. You got fucking jacked. Don't worry about it. It's okay. My neck only have whiplash. I thought I potentially had a fracture T1, T2. Went immediately to my neck doctor when I landed back here on Sunday because the doctor was trying to celebrate the 4th of July. Told me I'm okay. Just got to keep that thing, kind of stable for a while. Just a little whiplash.
Can't be doing any work.
But the UFC fight, I got to meet Joey Burrow. I did not know what he was wearing before I got there because Money in the Bank had been happening. So we get there. I'm having a little, John Walker Blue. How you doing? Enjoying myself. Maybe an edible or two. And I got my potential broken neck at the time.
Yeah.
So I'm on another planet, having a good time. In between fights, in between the Holloway and Alexander the Great fight and Izzy and Cannonier fight, there was a little downtime there. So, people were coming up. Met the Steve Will Do It and the Nelk Boys.
Nice.
Fucking legends. Awesome meeting them. Get a chance to chat with all of them. Obviously got a chance to chat with old Miles. That was great. First conversation in real life. Feel like we made some real grind
Here we go.
on the entire Segway
Nice.
situation. He seemed like a cool guy, by the way. I will say. Good dap up to him. Seeing Chris Pratt there. Sean White was there. Mike Chandler.
Chris Angel.
Chris Angel was not. I think he was at the fight. I did not see him there. I saw him at Money in the Bank. But then, as we were about to sit down for the fight to happen, a man comes over with the best cheeks and jaw that I've ever seen in my entire life. Big sunglasses, bucket cap. Okay, comes over and says, "Hey, just wanted to say what's up or whatever." And with the way the lights were shooting, all I saw was these perfect cheeks, like the perfect cheeks. I'm like, oh, what fucking Hollywood person is this?
Male model.
I had no idea who it was. So dap up, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Then the person with the bucket cap and the sunglasses starts speaking, and I'm like almost mesmerized by the cheeks. I'm like, holy fuck, like this has got to be one of the most handsome dudes of all time.
Yeah.
And then I'm realizing, I'm like, oh, this is fucking Joey Burrow. Holy shit, this is Joey Burrow. I'm like, nice to meet you, dude. Fuck, here we go. How you doing? Introduce him to Mr. H. I'm like, hey, this is Joey Burrow. I chatted with him a little bit about football. Then he walked away. And for the next 3 minutes, I hope he knows this, my mind was in a blender. Like, oh, that was fucking Joey Burrow. How I didn't even recognize him at the time. I think that's what it was on purpose. I think he was potentially trying to lay low or
Yeah,
whatever.
incognito.
Those UFC events, though, are fucking lit. Shaq was a couple doors down. Met Rogan real quickly.
Nice.
DC, Jocko, the Navy SEAL, he was over there. Gave him one of these. It was a fucking...
Was Liver Kinger?
I think Liver King was there. I did not run into him.
Okay.
I did not run into him. But believe me, I mean, as much as I could move because my neck, I was
True.
trying to see everything. But I was also focused on the fight because fucking Take was fighting.
Yeah.
True.
Undertaker was
Jumbo Joe Thornton and Austin Matthews were there as well. Probably didn't see them.
Didn't see him. Should have chatted with them. I would have loved to. We were only there for literally the last round of Max and Alex, and then the main event. So there wasn't a lot of mingling in there. But those events are fucking pretty awesome. Fight pretty boring, but the night was pretty awesome. AJ.